Hey Cancer, thanks for stopping by. This is Mary with Sayer Seer. This is your May 16th through the 31st tarot reading. This is also, we're going to talk about sorry, let me say this. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being part of my experience. I'm bringing your energy to the table, literally. And thanks for your likes, shares, those who booked readings, and sent donations and comment too. Okay. So, angels and ancestors is where we're going to start today. The nodes are shifting, we're going into North Node Gemini. And we're just going to talk about just kind of the guidance that you might need to know, okay? So we have the wise one here. Grow within your current situation. Let's see if I can get a little bit better view here. Someday I'll be a real YouTube star. Anyway, wise one, grow within your current situation. So that's a really important card. So we have the owl here. We have the owl. The owl is about knowledge, higher learning. It's about education also. And then we have the raven right here. Raven is about healing, and so they're both, birds are always about spirituality, information from the higher realms. So the question that comes through this card right now is, this is like the crone. What negative wisdom is coming out of whatever situation is going on right now? Let's just say that this pandemic, okay? What are we learning here? What can we use, or what can we get done while we're being isolated, while we're not working? How can we use the time wisely? That's kind of the idea. How can we grow within the current situation, no matter what it is? It's always about that. Well, it should, it benefits us if we can look at things that way, okay? Okay, so next card is Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. And this is really beautiful because this is, okay, it's filtering information and worries and just about everything. Filtering I'll just say information and your feelings and your worries and all that through your heart. So the reason that we do this is because our head, we want to rationalize things and we want to solve them up here. But if we can filter them through our heart, then we see where the truth is. It like filters out the worry from the truth. What's real and what's anxiety, and also what is yours and what is someone else's. So coming from a loving place and having our heart open to filter information really helps us be in living through our heart and our soul, what our soul wants, what our heart wants. And not in a puppy love kind of way. It's more like, is this really important to me? Or is this somebody else's, or something I was worried about, something I'm worried about missing? Or, you know what I mean? So where's my truth in this situation? Whatever I'm contemplating or concerned about, considering. So the arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. So, this is really great because being at home right now, maybe we're starting to get back out. I went to the grocery store today and it was like a madhouse. It was like Christmas time. Like Christmas used to be, Anyway, Yeah, it was kind of great. And most of the people didn't have masks. And I think that's, people are feeling safe again, So surround yourself with protective energy. So your angels and ancestors is like, they want you to know that you have protection. It isn't, you have more protection than you know. Okay. But it's whatever you need to do to feel safe. But having like your home life and protection at home. Let me get another card. Air Guardian, shift your perception. So it's kind of like the protection comes through you, not from outside of you. Okay. So it's like a spiritual protection growing within the situation, that you are more powerful than you realize and that you're safer than you can understand. I hope that makes sense. That's why it's really important to filter things through your heart, because you'll see where the truth lies in every situation, and where things are not what they appear to be. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, for that part. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about. Let me go back to the air guardian. I'm sorry. Shifting your perception from, it's like, where did you grow within the situation? What did you learn? Did it change the way you think about things? And if you're really struggling with that still, maybe take a higher view of it. If you're stuck where you can't quite resolve something, if you could say, okay, for my soul's growth, what does this situation mean? What is it? And I'm struggling with the words, and I apologize. It's like, for my soul's growth, what is this trying to tell me? What's the truth here? What am I supposed to learn here? What am I not seeing? And also, let me look at this from the other person's perspective. So it's shifting perspectives to try to understand. So if you're struggling in the place of understanding, then that might help you see through some of the illusions, and see through, if you're your own it's like a prejudice almost, your own cognitive dissonance may be getting in the way of seeing what the truth is. And I'm not trying to be judgmental in any way. I'm just saying that it might be because you've always thought things were this way. It might be hard to understand that they possibly could be different. Okay. All right. So now we're just going to pull some cards to kind of expand on that all this information. Okay. Kind of see what you need to know, what you might. Okay. We're going to take each card and we're going to expand on it. Okay. So we're going to start with the wise one. There it is right here. So 3 of air. So if this is about a heartbreak or incredible, painful experience. So whatever came in between you and something you love, maybe a type of work, but it feels like it was a relationship. You're healing from that. Somebody here is healing from that. What was learned within, what did you learn in this situation, in the relationship within this? Did you learn something about yourself? I hear, yeah. I learned that blah, blah, blah person, yeah. We always kind of have that sometimes when we have painful separations, right? But did you learn about yourself, though? Did you learn something that you could take and bring forward and make your life better? Maybe you're stronger than you think. Maybe that you didn't realize how you were choosing, or maybe just how you were showing up. Wow, I just totally mixed these up. Wow. I'm going to stop this for a second and straighten them out. Sorry about that. So it's really interesting how certain things happen within the readings. And so the cards flipped. and I didn't expect it, right? So I set them down, and then I picked them back up and thought that they were a certain way. Put them together, and I missed what happened, right? There's something there for you that you might have missed, okay? And maybe it's a lesson. Maybe it was a situation. Maybe it was a mistake. It was a simple mistake, but things went sideways from there, okay? I don't know, you can let me know if that makes any sense to you. We're going to pull another card there too. But maybe it's taking some time to unravel because of something that needs to be understood. So this is, healing your heart, but not becoming bitter, do not allow yourself to become bitter and your heart to close. Because your heart, to live through your heart will give you so much insight that you may not, information that you may not have been using, okay? Whew. Wow. Okay, Messenger of Air reversed. So this is a Knight of Swords reversed, and this is, of course, the Three of Swords reversed. So this is about maybe a lack of information, or information that is coming in maybe very disruptive and negative, or it's lies. You can decide. Maybe you're not sure if it's truth or not. And that's where filtering the information through your heart, slowing down, filter it. Thinking about all the pieces, okay? There's not an easy fix here, just like it took me a couple minutes to rearrange my deck, okay? But once I rearranged it, I was ready to roll again, you see? Okay. So now we're going to look at the Heart Guardian. So what kind of information can we... Okay, they're asking me to go back to this crone. Okay, so sorry. My energy is kind of wonky because of the change to the North Node. Because we're switching... my North Node is in Cancer. So I'm switching into the North Node in Gemini, which I'm Gemini. So, whew! The crone. What they're saying here is... Told me to pick this card. King of Fire reverse. They're saying here that the lesson is in the painful relationship, the painful ending. It's about the misinformation, about the lack of information. It's about the disruption. And it's also about a misuse of power. This is passion, misuse of passion. And this is a King of Wands. So it could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that may have been part of this equation, okay? Or somebody that's embodying this energy. So this is somebody that had the capability of being this entrepreneur, but may have let their passion get the best of them, like their lust. That they got some power and they could see what they could get away with. And that's very strange. It's coming through that way. But what are we learning here about this energy? That it may be a cycle, right? It may be a cycle. What are we learning here about this? Okay. This is somebody that should have protected. Somebody that said, oh, let me take care of it. I got this. And maybe at the time they might have been different before. But how they were in the end was, maybe you just thought they were different. But they are not that way now. Or at the end of this, they weren't, okay? However this is somebody that is self-serving, very much so. And won't listen to anybody, is not being accountable for their actions, okay? And that's tough, and I know. So let's talk about the Heart Guardian. What kind of advice can we help you? What would they like to tell you about filtering things through your heart, information through your heart. Patience, 14. So this is the Temperance card reverse, and this is a Sagittarius card. Doesn't have to be, but so Temperance is about balancing the light and the dark within us, the fire and the water within us. It's about healing, regaining our balance again. There's something about that here, Cancer, that this is an opportunity to be better than you ever were before. It's an opportunity to have balance, unshakable balance. Because of how bad you were hurt, you can build this better. You can protect yourself. Remember, we had the protective energy here? I'm going to go to the next card. Transformation. There might have been a, maybe you knew that changes needed to happen. You were kind of biding your time, possibly. This is Death reversed, and avoiding, like putting off the change. Like, I know I need to change this. I know it's not going, and it kind of looks like things might be this way, but, kind of not really looking at it in a way, because somebody may not have been ready for the change. So, and sometimes the universe or our higher self says, okay, well, this time, click, there you go. And it's like a forced change in a way. So, Death reverse is always, for me, resistance to the change that's needed, resistance to the new way that needs to happen, okay? Page of Water reverse. So this is, and why? Why is that? This Page of Cups reverse. So this is like no apologies. And no, there's no commitment, no love, no more emotions, right? So it's kind of been just squished out of everything. So actually, maybe what could be happening now, or I'll just say whatever we're concerned with right here, okay, is that it ended a long time ago. But now the action is being taken, the action going through the physical motions. That's what it feels like. Or it's like the final healing if it happened a while ago. Maybe this is, finally seeing what it's going to take to leave it behind and complete the healing. Complete the process of your integration of the information, and so you can be this new person. Or walk with new energy. And not hang on to, it's like not hang on to the negativity. It's time to release the negativity. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. So now, okay, I'm not going to fight it anymore because you can't, right? Because you can't. And so understanding that you're safe, that this happened for you. It happened actually for you to grow. So your heart could grow, so your heart could love. Because the love, there wasn't any more love there. It was something else, right? And so then the Empress shows up. And I love that because this is like the divine feminine. This could be Taurus, but it can also be somebody that has a lot of confidence, that can make anything, build anything, nurturing. I mean, mother, business owner, somebody that can create whatever they want. Because this person here embodies all the queens. She's the Empress. This is the divine feminine. So now somebody's stepping into their divinity, because they kind of got broken apart to where they had to make, it's like, am I going to leave this behind, or am I going to continue to live like this, And so we have the Empress, we have the protective energy, and then we have a spark for a rebirth. This is the rebirth right here. This is the reigniting of our passions. And it could even be a child. Ace of Fire is Ace of Wands. It's a new experience, a new life. Two of Earth. The choice has been made. So the Two of Earth is, it's like, this is like the juggling energy, trying to decide. This is where a decision has been made. And sometimes, well, there's loss involved in this decision when it's reversed. And there might be financial loss, but something was lost. But many things can be found through that, you see. And that's a different perspective, right? What did we learn here? What did we gain? Do you think we gained Cancer? Do you think Cancer was able to find who they are through this? And what speaks truly to your heart? Now that you're starting to understand a little bit more about yourself, right? So now we're going to look at the Air Guardian. So it's about shifting perception. So this can remind me, if you know some people that are air signs, because they think in a different way. And they're outspoken. They say what they think. They don't hold it in too much, Air Guardian, shifting perspective. Okay, and then I have 10 of Earth. So this is about legacy. This is about what's been built. So there has been something you've been building. And it's nice. Look at all these pentacles. This is a lot of work. Pentacles are day in and day out of work. What have you built in your life? There's a legacy here that you're building. And or there is a legacy, but it's time to also consider what you've been building. But this is upright, so it's good. This is legacy. It's abundance. It's tangible. It's property, So whatever loss here that you felt like, the loss that you had, it just opened, it's like it opened the door for abundance. To leave that old negative, it's like a lower vibration that, I don't know, it's kind of like it was a lot of anxiety, right? Four of Earth, reversed. So we have the Air Guardian, and then we have the 10 of Earth, and that's legacy and abundance, Family, and it's leaving something behind for the children, or for their children. But then I have the 4 Earth reversed. And so this is feeling like you didn't have protection, or feeling like there was going to be loss. Get the next card. And so, okay. So this is what I'm hearing. Based on what you've gone through, okay. Look, I don't want to hear about what I can build, because I'm just trying to pick up the pieces of what I have left, right? Okay. I don't want to hear about this legacy that I'm going to leave behind, because maybe we're having trouble just paying our rent. Okay? There's an example. Because right now I'm in this place. You may be in this place where I don't even know how I'm going to make it. But there's always success after loss. This is 6 of Wands. This is success and victory. Always success. Loss is no big deal. Feels like it's a big deal right now. But you know what? On the verge of breaking, on the verge of crashing, on the verge of not knowing what you're going to do is where miracles happen. You know why? Because You make up your mind, I've had enough. And this is not going to happen to me again. And I'm going to figure out a way to have my victory. And that's how that happens. And that's how you become better than you ever were. Because nothing is like, it's like saying nothing's going to hold you down now. Because you know what? As an Empress, this is the divine energy. See, this got the spark going. You know, that what's important here to understand, and this is what they're pushing through this reading, is that nothing can break you. Nothing can break you. Even death doesn't break us because our souls survive. It doesn't. So, perspective. There's something here about just get ready. Make your plan. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to find the opportunity. What's important to you? It's important that this comes through your heart, though. Your heart. Whatever you're building through your heart, it will be, and this needs to be your creation, Cancer, yours. Not you finding somebody to build with. No. It needs to be your creation. Because this way it's your own abundance. And yeah, other people are great, but it won't depend on someone else. It depends on you. As an Empress, you've gone through all the trials and tribulations. And this is the counterpart to the Emperor. These are the highest court cards. This is what's at stake, is whether you're a man or woman, this is the highest. This is not what's at stake. I mean, this is what we're talking about, is mastery of one's life. Mastery of physical, emotional, and spiritual abundance. It's calling it in, knowing you're worthy. And just not letting anything touch you. Why? Because that was a vibration that no longer served you. And when you got to the Ace of Fire and you've got your rebirth, you said, oh, no. This is not going to happen again. And that's the point of change. That's 0 point. 0 point. Anything can happen. You can create anything. It's really cool. All right, so I'm just going to do a couple of these. This is Art Through the Eye of the Soul Oracle. So North Node in Gemini is about creating. It's about community. It's about communication. Learning, big time learning. It's about like rebirth. It's the childlike wonder. Finding happiness, details. Okay, start anew and begin again. Don't you love that? Rebirth of the earth. Here's another rebirth. So, yep. Rebirth of the earth. Water, Cancer, rebirth of your emotional body. Your emotional body. I get tingles on that. Emotional body. Protection. Call in the protection. Empress. This has been, you've earned this. You've earned it. You've earned this. Okay, let's get one more card here. So create and activate your DNA. Okay, so this is information from generations, from your lineage, from past lives. Yep, from past lives. Purple is about spirituality, dreams. So I don't know if you're having dreams about where it feels really real. Feels like it feels like you're there, right? So people coming past situations where you wonder it might be a past life or it might be a relative. There's her hair. Can you see her hair? Let's see if I can get it. See her hair? It's DNA strands. So different energies open up new DNA strands. I don't know how much you know about that, but activating your DNA, people call them light codes, I'm sure you've heard that. Portals and light codes. So I'll kind of leave it at that. But as you heal, DNA has to do with previous lives. It has to do with our lineage. And so as you heal that, you heal your own DNA, you heal the timelines. So, woo! I love you, Cancer. Have to let me know how this resonates for you, okay? I know it feels heavy, but it also feels amazing. I'm really excited. Last time we went into Gemini North Node, and I didn't know it at the time, is when I really started taking off in my business. And it was a really good time. It was a great time of abundance. And it was after 9/11. It was after the birth of my daughter. And so I'm really excited. The more pieces I put together, the more excited I am. So this is a great time for growth and learning and understanding of ourselves and others. Take care.